We're going to continue our discussion of fractions. We're going to talk in this video about number lines, inequalities, and a little bit about rounding with regards to fractions. So, fractions are good when you're working with portions, not necessarily whole objects. All right. So let's draw a number line and see how fractions pertain to that, shall we? So suppose that we were staring at a number line, a regular number line, so we can put our typical integer marks to denote different positions equally spaced along the number line. And the number line, of course, goes forever in both directions. So if I started at the origin and took 2 steps to the right, I would end up at the 2. Okay, if I took 3 steps to the left, I would end up at the -3. Now, what if instead of taking whole steps, what if we took half steps? All right, that's possible. And if I took a half step to the right, I'll draw that as a red person. That would be right between the 0 and the 1. All right, that would be denoted by 1/2. So notice that fractions also designate positions on the number line. Okay, if I took 3 half steps, let's denote that by a blue person. Okay, so that would be 3/2, and it is okay to have the top number on a fraction bigger than the small number. That would be right there, okay, between 1 and the 2. And because the 3/2 is farther to the right than the 1/2, we can say that 3/2 is greater than, which it is, it's a bigger quantity. So we can say 3/2 is greater than 1/2. We can say that 1/2 is less than 3/2. Okay? So we can have fractions on number lines. We can have inequalities with fractions as well. All right? Now, you can also round fractions to other fractions. You can also round them to integers. All right? For example, suppose that I had 31 divided by 30. Let's say I divided the number line, I divided steps on the number line into 30 pieces, and I took 31 of those portions of steps. All right, so that would end up a little bit after the 1. So let me put the purple guy right there. There's 31/30. And so if you like, you could see that 31/30 is bigger than 1/2. But on the other hand, 31/30 is less than 3/2. All right? And if you wanted to round it to the nearest integer, in this case, it's closest to the 1. So 31/30 is approximately equal to 1.